water people. I'm Melanie Florence, and this is Hot Tea for the Soul, the weekly elemental hot tea for the water people. Go figure, right? So it's either you got a lot of water in charge, or you're looking for a reading about your emotional connections, because that's what our water element's about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up with a few different cards from a few different decks, so we get the feels, what's going on, and then I'm going to do a greenwood reading for the actual overall feel for the water and see what that is. So in the end, I will do individual star signs in the timestamps, right? Right, so had a busy week, been doing TikTok stuff, dailies. Not sure I can throw them in with this. I need to concentrate on my weeklies on my Thursday, because that's when I try to do them right. And try to keep it together. I need to have a schedule for next week. I'm gonna write a schedule. But I'm gonna start with, apparently, the archetypes, or the wild unknown archetypes. Ooh, the stone. Okay. We're talking about strength this week. We're talking about the strength of our virtue. We're talking about the strength of our integrity, of our being just there, of our temple, and the stone inside of it. What is the foundation stone? What is that? What's that bit that is your strength, right? That strength inside of you. That's what we're talking about this week. That's a good place to start, water peeps. Then I'm going to go into this is the Earth Magic Oracle, fire and passion. All right, so we're not got a cold heart of stone. This is nice. It's fire, it's strength, it's passion. What is firing you up? What are your spirit? What's your passion, right? You could look at the fire reading if you wanted to for a passion reading. That's what our fire is all about. But here we are, our fire and our passion and our spirit. That nice rock inside of us, the strength inside of it, and our spirit and our passion. Breathing fire. Alright, the Blue Angel Oracle. What have we got out of this one this week for the water piece? We are in for Easter. We're here already in April. April Fool today. Alright, here we are. 1st of April. Powering through this year already. I've been trying to fit extra in. I've been trying to add this extra. So I made a twist from my dailies from Facebook, and then took them to TikTok, which was 15 seconds. And then yesterday I amped it up. I'm like, I can do a minute. Right, that's like 4 short films in a day. I'm going to work it out. But today we're doing the weeklies. Here we are. So we have, what is it? Whispering of health. Whispering of the heart. Whispering of the heart. Alright, the stone, the passion, and the whispering of the heart. What have we got? Choice. You have choices in all of this. You have choices in your passion. You have choices in your core. The whisperings of your heart. What is it? What's the whisperings of your heart? What are people this week? Alright, let's see from the Dreamtime reading cards. Let's see what we got from the Dreamtime. Okay. Try to touch base with a few different parts of my ancestral DNA. And here we are with a little bit of dream time to go with it. I'm not going to take that one. Let's keep going. Alright, one more. One more for the water people this week. Let's see what we got going on. I changed my table. I'm sitting on the floor. I sort of like it. I've always liked to sit on the floor. Anybody who's known me might like, I'm a bit earthy like that. I lean on things. I lay on the floor. And I saw another chick set up and I liked it. And I was like, you know what? I like how that works. So here we are. Here we are. It'll keep changing. I'm going to get a new camera at some point. This is off my phone. So this is still building. Slowly but surely. All right. We've got the green tree frog. Looking after your health. All right. I'm going to read the green tree frog. We're going to do a little bit of story time here from the green tree frog. What do we got, water people? Green tree frog. Let's have a look at what it actually says in here. It can only survive where the air and the environment is healthy. Its presence is a good sign that your area you're living is fresh and clear of environmental toxins and pollution. The green tree frog represents your own health and that of your immediate environment. It is a gentle reminder that you're conscious to be conscious of your own waste and how you are caring for yourself and the environment around you. Like the tree frog, you cannot survive where there are pollutions and toxins. Maybe you have some health issues and you are now trying to find your way back from previous energy levels and motivation. You may need to detox or cleanse yourself or your environment. Sometimes the toxins and pollutants are in forms of relationships or thought patterns, things you can do when a tree frog visits. When the tree frog visits, clear your home and environment of negative energy, drink lots of fresh water, eat whole foods, laugh out loud, and make sure you take time to walk in the rain or go for a refreshing swim. If you take the time to care for yourself and cleanse your environment regularly, you can then be assured that you are living a healthy and connected life to your conscious. All right, a little bit of reading, bit of story time, bit of cleansing our environment. Really important, the green tree frog, for our environment. All right, that's really good. Like clean it up. Time to eat some nice healthy foods. Always a good choice, isn't it? Okay, because you have a choice. What is your heart whispering? Something a little bit more healthy for you. All right, water people, I'm going to turn it down. So we're going to build up a Greenwood reading. It starts with the present state and then what we've got sort of surrounding us, what energies we've got to work with water for this week with our Easter, and then I'll do the individuals in the timestamps. Thanks for being here. All right, let's turn this down. All right, different table setup. I've got a bit of extra room to work with in here. Start with the present state, where we are. All right, Greenwood, where we're at. It's got a little green, like green glitter all over it. Love it. All right, so this is about talking clear. This is clear and concise conversations. This is knowing that you are the king, a just king, making just choices. You know, this could be an energy in your life, somebody that is surrounding you. It could be you. This is about you taking control of those elements and those issues in your life. All right, and you taking control of your documents, taking control of your contracts, really like cutting down to the bone with your conversations as well. All right, no messing about with that, King. That's a no messing about start. That's where we're at. All right, what's the spiritual mediator? What's the next energy that surrounds us for the water element this week? Okay. Oh, the lover. So we could be talking about this as a lover. We could be talking about there's a loving energy with lovers produce this third energy. It's Gemini, but what they produce is this loving energy in between, this third energy inside, and that's love, right? That's the energy of love and the lovers. So it could be that you are vibing. It could be that you are vibing and you're communicating with somebody. Maybe this is an attraction that's making you vibe like a lover. All right, but you've got the lover's eye, and it might be you're approaching the world like a lover this week. All right, we start off the table really strong here. Communicating with the lover. Strong communication with the lover. Telling them exactly what you need, telling them exactly where it's at, where you stand, maybe. All right, this is our conscious will. So this is what we consciously think about what's going on. Whoa. All right, this is impassioned. This is our passion. This is this fire. This is the fire king. So we're on fire. This is like pure sexual, masculine energy, drive. Like, and it's taking, it's empowered. All right, this guy's really empowered. It's an empowered, impassioned strength. That's how you feel, like you're impassioned by this. All right. What else have we got, water people? This is the driving force. What's the driving force of the situation for you? What's the driving force for the water people this week? Ooh. Oh, the Guardian. Okay. So this is the devil. This is dealing with the devil. This is dealing with the temptation. This is dealing with the things you set up. This is dealing with your structures. And so this is really testing yourself with your bare, raw, like temptations. Your raw, natural behaviors. That's what this is about. It's looking after your money. It's making sure that you have built the right steps. It's your testing ground on everything, and that's what the Guardian does. It says whether you're afraid to look inside of yourself and deal with your darkness is what the Guardian asks. Alright, so we've now got the unconscious empathy. What are we unconsciously thinking about, water people? What are we unconsciously thinking about, water peeps? That was doing some weird stuff out the side there. I'm going to take that one. Alright, you know the wheel is changing. You know the wheel is changing. You know that time has changed. You know that you're getting older. You know that things are no longer standing where they are. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, right? And this is about what you hold on to and what you let go, what you choose to make your cloak, what you choose to weave into your path. Alright, so this is like a really, you know, and there's a strong communication in here with the Queen of Air and the protection and the sensualness of the Bear, which is the Queen of Earth. Right, and so we've got this strong loving communication inside of all of this, but it's really a turning and the seasons change and the turning of the wheel and how life moves, and you know that. Alright. The next card is the challenge. It's a challenge inside of this. What's the challenge? Okay, making decisions of faith. So this is a moment where we stop with our instinct, and this is maybe you say you can't trust your intuition. This is your challenge. You know, really making the right decisions of what your actual soul is telling you, what your spirit is telling you, what your whispering heart is telling you that is good for your health. Alright, what the strength inside of this is about making the right choices, and the right choices that your soul is telling you. Alright? That's your challenge at the moment. What's the healing element? Water people. What's the healing element for the water element for this week? What's the healing element for the water element for this week? Slow and steady progress, right? This knight is slow and steady. He takes his path as it comes. He works it out as it's coming. He's not in a rush. He's not running like the others. He's not trying to look at it from every perspective. He's like, I can slow and steady make this out. I can see the light. I can see the dark. I can work with the pack. I can work by myself. And I can work towards my goals. So this could be jobs, fulfillment. There's a real contract fulfillment inside of here if we were talking about contracts in the beginning here. Really, this feels like it's talking about a lot of lovers inside of here, but this is a slow and steady king, all right? So you might be ready to pace it out, water people, is what that's talking about. You can pace this out. There's no rush to everything. You got time on your side, all right, to make good choices. What's the general outcome for the water element for this week? What is the general outcome for the water element for this week? Morning. Okay. So, you know, when we are impacted by the shock of a situation, when that death happens, when we let go of something, we're not really there. We're still in the moment. That's still an action. All of those things, that letting go is actually an action, right? You know, and so when we're in that impact of it and that shock, we don't really deal with everything. And so we go through these different phases of letting it go, of being able to go through our soul's walk and our soul's journey and our vigil to actually let go of something. And so, you know, this walk that you've been going on, this death and this guardian that you've been going through, this turning of the wheel, this everything. And maybe you want to be inspired like this fire. Maybe you want that passion, right? But this is what we're actually sort of dealing with. You're still dealing with the end of something. And it's all coming back. Your passion is all that. You've got to make sure that you're healthy and you're making healthy choices inside of this, inside of the wheel churning. But you're able to communicate now, which perhaps, and communicate maybe from your darkest places, because that's what you've been tested with. But now you go through a period of loss, and there's these processes that you go through. You light your candles and you light your incense and you drink of your wine and different things that you've got in your processes, water people. And that's what we do when we go through that mourning and that healing of our emotions from a death, right? All right, we came to a very solemn spot just there. All right, water people, let's see what we got for the individual. This is an overall healthy reading. This is talking about your passions. This is talking about being able to let go of the flow, right? All right, and to actually let go and let the water flow through, right? Because when we're holding it back, we're not doing ourselves any good. We've got to make good decisions in here, but you've got to mourn. You've got to emotionally let go of whatever this is, whatever the change is that you've gone through. All right. You've got this rock hard heart that's full of passion.
And it's making good choices. And you might feel that you're a bit cold, that you've been sitting a bit cold with how you've been communicating with people. It's not that. You've been mourning. You've been going through a grief. You've been going through a loss. Okay, I'm going to do the individual star signs. So, thank you for still being here. These are fun to do. I'm going to keep doing them. I like this in my life. It's really, I love that you're here. Thank you very much, water people. I am going to do the individual star signs, and I'm going to start with Cancer. We start on the table with Cancer. Let's see what we got. Alright. 2, 3. I'm going to take 4, Cancer, because they're all sitting there together. Okay. Bring it on. Alright, it's time. It's time to take on the challenge. You have all of the skills. You've got everything. This is all about your potential energy and really aiming it. This is a real Cancer card. This is the Chariot in other decks, and this is really about like taking that aim, really knowing that you're skilled, knowing that you've got all of everything, and really taking it on in the physical world and really making it manifest, not just dreaming it, but actually physically taking on. And it's saying, take it on, physical challenge. You're going to come out of this fighting, all right? You're not going to come out of this morning sitting here. You've been slow and steady. That has been your pace. You have been communicating. All right, but this is really about take on that physical challenge that actually leads to your future. That is your karma and your desires to move forward in something really physical challenge inside of there. All right, because you're walking your path, you're healing, your change. This is also, when we go through this Wheel of Fortune, we know seasons changing here. This is that we evolve. We go back on our path. We relearn stuff. We've taken on this challenge, right? You know who you are. You know that the summer is going to come. You've been through your winter. You've been through your winter. We know that the summer is going to come. We know that the walk is going to change somewhere. And we do know that because here we have Wands. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the harvest. This is the harvest of the fruits of your labor, the fruits from this tree, this fruit that from you grown, the challenge, what you've put in. All right, you've got it all sitting in your hands. This is massive. All right, so this is massive. All right, this there, you're going to get the fruits of your labor from your tree on the path that you have grown, everything that you've done. This is a triumph. This is a triumph in everything you've done, all the challenges that you've taken on. All right, Cancer, that's amazing. Big things to come. You may still be mourning. You may be still feeling a bit, got the sads on it, but big things to come. You've put it in and you know who you are and you're taking on the challenge. And the fruits of your labour is going to come, Cancer. All right, that's nice. All right, Scorpio. Thank you for still being. Thank you, Cancer. I didn't say thank you last week and I really meant to. And I'm really sorry. Happy Easter. I hope that you have a good one. All right, so Scorpio. Next, Scorpio. What do we got in the house for Scorpio? Oh, respect. RSVCD. All right. Oh, and a transition. All right. So this is drawing boundaries and knowing what they are and knowing who you are and knowing why you stand in what your morals are, what your integrity are, what your passion is. All right. Looking after yourself, knowing what your choices are. All right. We've got choice and choice here twice. We've got decision and the challenge is this decision. What is your heart whispering inside of here? Right now you need to respect it. That's what it is. All right, respect your choices, respect your challenge. And there's this transition, right? So we have this transition. And that's our mind. That's our mind in the boat. Where is the boat? And it's like, I'm no longer there. All right, and so when you change your world, you change your mind, you change your stuff, you're no longer in that spot anymore. All right. And there's a strength inside of that for you. Here we have the king, the emperor, which is the green man, which is he is the natural guardian of the forest. He's got the power. He's got the strength. He's empowered here with his passions, his willpower, very grounded, really taking it on. And so you're going to be impassioned if that's what you've been looking for. If you've been worried about your decisions and where they're coming, you've been dealing with the darkness of yourself and the changes of life. And there's something to respect in there. Respect your transition, respect the strength of your being, respect who you are, respect your willpower. Scorpio, these are really nice, strong cards for you to make a transition and, take yourself to a new spot in there. Scorpio. Hope you have a lovely Easter, Scorpio, and I will catch you on the flip side. All right, and that means we have come to Pisces. Pisces, that's where we're at, right? In the house. All right, here we are, Easter. Whoa, 2 already out, 3 already out. We're at Easter. We're going to jump out and do this really quickly for you. Whoa, you're dealing with boredom, right? So you're dealing with this recycled. You're dealing with your emotions that are just being filtered over and over, and you're thinking on them, you're gestating on them, you're talking on them. There's no drama, Llama. There's nothing going on drama. All right, but you're talking about perhaps what a king, emotional king is, all right? Or you being connected to yourself, like Pisces, this could be you really connecting to yourself, right? Or you're bored with yourself. You don't find this. It could be this. It can be a malingering king, apparently. But I see him as a very euphoric nature sort of guy, right? He's really looking for the depth of his emotional being, if that's what you're looking for, Pisces people. But we said that you're bored. Got the deer over here, and she's not looking at the deer over here. But it's time to make home. Right, it's got you, this is an earth element child, or this is, you know, really homey sort of energies. So this euphoria is in your home, where the safety spot is, it's in your home, where you're looking for your comfort is in your home. You know, it might be time for renovating, it might be time for decluttering, it might be time for Marie Kondo. Alright, there's a no drama llama. You may be dreaming of what this guy is and what this guy could bring to the home, maybe of what that really is. You know, what maybe that's what you're gestating on here, what you're thinking about what that actually really is, and this guy being in this spot with you and being available for that. All right, Pisces, it's all right. We're still going through the process. Trust your whispering heart, right? That's where you're at with all of this. I hope that resonates with you, Pisces. Please hit like and subscribe. I'll be back next week for the Elemental Hot Tea. And I'm going to try to keep up with the dailies on TikTok and on Facebook. Let's see how that all rolls. Fit it all in. I hope you have a great Easter, and we will catch you on the flip side. All right, bye.